Sunday Morning Matters on KC24, your local election headquarters.
You can push something on the rug all you want to, but the more you sweep it under the rug, the bigger the bubble gets under the rug. And eventually, something has to be done, or someone will slip or Slatic and fall over it. And the time is now. Something needs to be done. I love you, but it's your time that you need to walk out, step out, or be sent out.
The misinformation on this and the communication errors have just allowed this to go crazy. And that's on the district staff.
Told me to do it.
Will Fresno Unified Board Trustee Terry Slatic be recalled? Some Bullard High parents are pushing for it after they say Slatic barged into a cheer meeting last week and intimidated the girls. Trustee Slatic says Superintendent Bob Nelson asked him to talk to the cheer team about one of the students being excluded after her involvement in last month's blackface incident. Now on Thursday, the board voting to move forward with a resolution that starts the process to formally censure Slatic. The vote also means that he cannot be on campus. The board is now calling on the public to vote on a recall of him. So our panel ready to weigh on in this really hot button issue. Bill McEwen, Brooke Ashton, and Nazreen Johnson. So an updated vote by the board. It was 5 yeas, 1 absent, and 1 present. And so at this point, Slatic is not allowed to go on Bullard High's campus alone. Brooke, I'm going to come to you first on this one. First and foremost, when you see all of this transpire, who's to really blame for the situation getting out of control here?
Which situation? There's a lot of situations.
How about let's start with the situation of Terry Slatic, the trustee, going on campus and meeting with the cheer team where he says he didn't barge in, where he says Bob Nelson said, yeah, go talk to the girls about what's going on. And of course, the girls saying he barged in and intimidated them.
So, Alex, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. Since leaving the board, which has been 8 months, I really haven't been hands-on in that situation. But just from the sound of things, I can tell you that, first of all, I hired Bob Nelson. And Bob Nelson wouldn't have called up his trustee and said, hey, go in there and talk to somebody. That's not his style. It probably went something like Slatic said, hey, parents have asked me to talk. Do you have a problem with that? Bob probably said no. He probably went in. All being said, when it all shakes out, that's probably what you're going to see. Now, that being said, would I have done that? Probably not. I can tell you that I don't think I would have gone in there because as a trustee, you have one employee, and your employee is the superintendent. And if there was a problem with the Bullard cheer team, or the Bullard cheerleader, or whoever that person was, they just hired a brand new principal there. That's his job. That's absolutely his job. And at the point that he can't handle it, you call up Bob Nelson and you say, hey, send somebody else that can. And if that guy can't handle it, guess who gets to handle it? Bob Nelson.
Nazreen, does it appear that Trustee Slatic overstepped his bounds of being an elected official as a trustee?
Well, there are roles and responsibilities being a trustee, and there's also a chain of command. So there are a number of people, if there was an issue with the Bullard cheer team, that Slatic should have called on, in my opinion.
Now, you ran for Slatic's position. When you hear things like this, disturbed by it?
Well, I think it's really important that when we elect folks to represent, especially our schools, but us as individuals in this community, that we take care with our election, because electing someone has consequences always. Sometimes they're positive, sometimes they're not so positive, and unelecting someone is kind of difficult.
Bill, when you look at this, this goes back now a month now, where you saw the big press conference where the superintendent, Nelson, was in front of some activists and saying, hey, we got to get out in front of this. We got to implement programs for education against racism and things that are happening inside our schools. But now we hear this weeks later. It seems like it got worse. How could it have gotten worse when they said that they were going to fix it?
Well, first of all, it's the summer. School's not in session. I'm not privy to what happened. And also, it's not clear about the facts in this case, because the 2 students that were involved in the social media posting with the blackface, They served their suspension. We know that there were additional penalties involved, counseling required. They come back to the cheer situation. They come to a situation in which some parents clearly have disagreed with the district's handling of this. They say they should never be on the team. So you have this tension right there. You have people saying that the two girls were being picked on. You have other people saying, no, the two girls were continuing to agitate. I'm not there. I don't know. But clearly, more needs to be done. And I'll stick by the suggestion I made at the first, along with counseling about the words you use or posts and that kind of thing. I think every ninth grader coming into Fresno Unified needs what in my day was called a life skills class, and that it should include how to bank, how to budget money, how to study really well and get good grades, and there should be a big focus on social media and the consequences, because in Fresno Unified, they have lots of examples to show ninth graders of what
social
happens.
media, the root of all evil, really, in this case. But when you look at this, and some of the parents are asking now and making this push to have Terry Slatic recalled, Brooke, that's a long process, and that could get very costly.
Well, it's an expensive process, especially in Northwest Fresno. I mean, I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say that it's a minimum of a $75,000 campaign to get that done. It's 25%, I think it is, of the registered voters that have to sign it. It's a full-blown campaign, and like everybody knows, you know, everybody has a plan. Everybody wants to fight, like Mike Tyson said, until you get hit in the jaw. Right? Everybody's got a plan until you get hit in the jaw. The first legal bill, the first time they call for contribution, cash outs, people are just gonna go, wait a minute, we can ride this thing out, or whatever the situation is. But the truth of the matter is this, is that no matter what happens here, there has to be some sort of change, and it has to come from leadership, and the leadership of the board.
What about the leadership of the superintendent?
That's where I was going with that. Okay. At some point, we've got to shift from being managing to leading. And like I said, I hired Bob Nelson. I think he's fantastic. He's been great for the district. And as he incorporates himself into a leadership position, I think he's going to be fantastic.
But could this eventually become, Nazarene, I'll point this question to you, could eventually this come back on Superintendent Nelson and suddenly he's on the hot seat because of everything that has gotten out of control?
Well, the superintendent isn't in charge of the board. The board is actually the boss of the superintendent. And so I can't think of a situation where the superintendent would come under fire because of actions that a board member took. Really, it is the responsibility of the voters. If the voters want to do something, the voters will need to move into action.
All right, I'm going to take a quick vote here. Does Slatic survive a recall and maintain his position?
I don't believe that a recall will materialize.
Brooke?
No recall.
No recall?
Never happened.
It would be difficult to get a recall with momentum in order to remove an elected official. That's why voting is so important, that we take care and we learn about candidates on the front end.
But clearly there's going to be a censure here, and he will be, at least at this time.
What does that even mean?
At this time, he can't go on campus by himself.
But is that really what it means? Because at the end of the day, censors mean nothing. They're a piece of paper. And I don't believe that you can censor a public official in his line of duty on, now you can't go to a campus that you've been elected to go to. So there's a whole barrage of things that are going to happen here. Yeah. The truth of the matter, there's a whole lot of things there's a lot of moving parts. The reality is,
I got it ended there. Great conversation, because it can go on forever. And guess what? We're going to do it on Sunday Morning Matters Extra as well. All right.